So I've been kind of bombarded lately with people who are struggling with some hang-ups, some addictions, whether it's some sexual addictions, that's a big one, some sexual addictions, or some alcohol and drug addictions, or just some other addictions that aren't healthy. And it is, man, it's frustrating, especially when it comes to the whole sexual addictions arena. And I look and I see, man, if we were able to make good choices when it comes to sexuality and lust and sex and love and all of those things, the result of our life would be quite different. So then the question is, well, should we focus all our attention on how do we deal with porn, and how do we deal with sexual temptation, and how do we deal with lust, and how do we deal with giving our heart to somebody, and should we focus in on that? And we could do that, but it becomes a little bit short-sighted. There is something better that we can do, the best thing that we can do to work through the things that have a hold of us is sometimes not focus on the things that have a hold of us. And that seems very contrary to opinion, or to what we might think, that the best way to fight something might not be to focus right on it, because you're thinking like, well, I want to fight porn, I want to fight porn, I want to fight porn, I'm going to fight porn. Well, what are you thinking of most of the time? But the Bible would have a little bit different way. So here's a scripture, and if you've been around Christianity, maybe you've heard this 1,000 times, but out of Luke chapter 6, starting at verse 47, it says, "Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and you do not do what I tell you? Everyone who comes to me and hears my words and does them, I will show you what he's like." And he says this, "He's like a man building a house who dug deep and laid the foundation on the rock. And when the flood rose, the stream broke against the house, and it couldn't shake it because it had been well built. But the one who hears and does not do them is like a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation. And when the streams broke against it, immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great." I have seen the ruin of a lot of great houses. And when you look back, it may have been people who were trying to fight certain addictions, but the foundation that they had wasn't good. So the very best thing that you can do in your life, we talked about this on Sunday, is to have your foundation as solid as you possibly can. What does that mean? That means that I think the best thing that you can do with your life is to be near to God and Him near to you. So maybe the best thing that you can do to fight your temptations today is not think about them, but become as close to Jesus as you can. That means that you're listening to His Word, that you're letting things pour into you, you're spending some time meditating on Him, you're serving in His name, you're hanging out with people and sharing with people that have a similar relationship with Him, all so that your foundation can be great. And when our foundation is great, then our temptations become all the more less. I'd be interested in hearing some things that you're doing in terms of staying near to Christ. And so feel free to comment on some of those at the bottom. Have a great day.